Rebrew time! Alright, so we had Freshly Brewed last week, Freshly Brewed 106. We built a really cool deck based around plus encounters and Ouroboroid. This card's starting to blow up now, honestly. It's being played in a number of different decks. And wanted to try out a Rebrew that was less focused on like the plus encounter stuff, which didn't really play super well. And more focused on just like getting on the board and doing cool stuff alongside all of our cheap creatures to make sure our Cosmic Grand Zenith is really, really good, and then get the Ouroboroid going as well, control the fire a little bit. Still got our plot synergy to go with the Alchemist and Cosmic Grand. Wanted more beaters to plot onto with the Alchemist also, which is sweet. We got Kellen here is really cool as a way to be 2 spells in 1 for Cosmic Grand and just a good creature in general. Make some map tokens that could add counters to. So a lot of cool little synergies here. And Dex was really sweet the first time. This version seems more streamlined, so let's see if we can't win some games. Sound cool? So let's rock it. Brought to you by.
Are you ready to elevate your limited game? Introducing Magic the Gathering Arena Limited Stats by Untapped GG to make every draft count. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting, our meta tier list shows you the best colors to draft and how popular they are, so you know at a glance what colors to pick. Navigate card ratings to discover the strongest bombs, or dive deeper with our advanced view for detailed breakdowns. Ever wonder what it takes to get 7 wins? Explore trophy decks from other players, study winning drafts, and replicate their successes. Victory is just a click away at mtga.untapped.gg. Your path to Mythic starts here.
Let's do this. Chat! Coming out May Rebrew time. Let's rock and roll. I'm stoked for this deck. I'm stoked for it. I was considering adding Voice of Victory to the main deck also, because I love the idea of the Kutzil not allowing your opponent to interact on your or whatever turns, but all right, hands good, we can keep this. Turn to Kutzil. Get a Warden here also. Opponent plays a Dalkovian Encampment. Cool. The Warden, it requires, it definitely need the Wardens need to have some good stuff going on, make them work good, but main deck Authority of the Consuls. Okay. So here's Paw Patch Recruit. That's also really good. We're probably just in for Exemplar into Recruit Warden Pump. In your life, do your thing. So what is going on here? Plains, Encampment, Authority of the Consuls. We're still in gold because the ladder's reset. So, you know, we got some interesting games so far in gold. Shoot the Sheriff. Unfortunately, Cat Warrior not in the thing. So that's pretty good for us, though. We can go starting town. And now we're just going to play the Warden. Kick this Recruit. I guess they come in taps. Never mind. So, man. Haters!
What can men do against such reckless hate?
Alright. There you go. You're up. Target my stuff. See what happens. See what happens when you target my stuff, alright?
Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Flip out, man.
No! My things! My things! It's not funny. Alright. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Authority or Removal Spell Lockdown is pretty good against us. You know, I figure with the encampment, maybe they're a little more aggressive, but maybe not, I suppose. Sure, it's fine. Oh, now Karn wants to come hang out. Great. How you doing, Karn? Here's an Overlord. Let me draw a land. All right, yeah, we're pretty dead here, folks. There's no way to sugarcoat that. Pretty dead. Can't even get lost this thing too, which is pretty annoying. So we don't have any main deck ways to destroy this. Ay. All right. I give up. All right, I give up. That's fine. So basically, the Nightmare matchup here in game number 1, not a big deal. We're gonna bring in our Exercise. We're gonna bring in the Planeswalkers, the Mascots, the Voices. Cut these 4 Get Losts. I only have 1 Exercise to deal with the stupid thingy. I guess the Mascot can kill it too, but alright. Lockdown's pretty good against us. There really aren't 2 ways about it, unfortunately. It kind of is what it is. I would say Zach isn't so great here. We gotta cut 2 more cards. Doorkeeper stops the lockdown artifact. It also stops the life gain from the authority, which is kind of cute, but does not stop Overlord of the Mistmoors, right? Artifacts, creatures, no cause. Yes, the Overlord still works. Does Overlord still work, actually? There might be some weird corner case scenario with Overlord where it doesn't trigger the things. Gotta cut 2 more. I feel like Warden's pretty bad here, honestly. Alright, so let's try this. Bring a few Planeswalkers. I should leave this. Got a 1 Warden. Alright, so we'll pace ourselves. Alright, it's on the play. Hand's pretty good. Alright, keep this. So Mascot can destroy artifacts, which is pretty cool. We're probably just gonna turn to Paw Patch. Black-white anti-creature control. Not the best for us, but... Alright, so here's a recruit. The problem is if they have a lockdown, we just, like, can't do a lot about it. We can guess the end next turn, I suppose, but... Alright. Here we are. Yeah, I mean, Overlord has some, like, weird corner case things where, like, when you impend it, and, like, you have a summon Fenrir in play... it still gets the +1/+1 counter, even though it's not a creature, technically. So, alright, so... Arabella here was very annoyed that she had another character with her name on Duskmourn. But Arabella was in space. I didn't know that much about Duskmourn. You know, Arabella was ready to go out and do her thing. So, Arabella... exploring space with her cool little lightsaber, flowing cape, and she became the Cosmic Grand Zenith. Isn't that a story? But all right, so we're scared of lockdown next turn. We can just hold the Mascot. I cast Mascot. We can pump the team or make some tokens. Both are pretty bad against lockdown. We can just play Prairie and say go. It's kind of a tough call. Freaking lockdown. I'm gonna go for the counters for damage. So if they have lockdown, we can let's give me priority. Oh, saddle. Saddle. Alright, here we go. So if they have a lockdown, we still have the Cosmogrand. Get it for 3. If they don't have it, we're in great shape. So you know, they have to have double. They have to have untapped white source and have the lockdown. So probably slow rolling it here. Nice little sandbag. Nope, they're gonna say go. All right, so we're just jamming. And now we can leave up Mascot, which is kind of cool too. There's a get lost, cool. So we'll put a counter on the Mascot. Now there's 2 counters on it. And they're gonna smite. Alright, sure. So, that's fine. We probably just Warden and just... We can't beat a lockdown at this point. It's not even worth trying. We just can't beat lockdown or... whatever. And now we can tap the things or just map twice. I'm just gonna map. Not far as Alchemist. So I think we're looking for like a Planeswalker or like some sort of really big comeback kind of card. If they do have a super next turn. Exercise. Exercise can remove a lockdown. Doesn't help us against Day of Judgment. It's also telegraphed and face up now. And they're at 11. But they... I guess I'm going to keep that on top. I guess it's pretty bad, though, because if they lock down, I only get back 2 total power. Yeah, that's actually true. I should bomb that.
Oh, whoops.
Our board is too unimpressive to really want to care about getting it back from lockdown. All right, here's tap land. Just going to hope for no lockdown, I guess. Okay. We're still alive. Hey!
Bingo!
Suck it, nerd. All right, so go to game 3. And that was great. So, yeah, this is great. So, sure, run it back. All right. Let's draw a Planeswalker. Give me something a little durable here. This is fine, I think. You make a map, play Kellen. It's not great, but I don't think I want a mulligan here. I think we're going to keep this. I'm a big Kellen fan. I think Kellen's a really good card. Very underplayed, in my opinion. We're going to keep. They're going to Restless Force, so we draw a Paw Patch Recruit. So now the question is, are we just playing Recruit into Kellen? That gets us rocked by a lockdown. I was pretty happy just playing a map and just casting Kellen. Let me lock down when this person play, you know? I'm just going to get a map. I think kicking this thing's also really good too, so just playing the full value here. Here's a swamp. So there's a decent chance we just get eaten by our rule spell here. I think it's fine though. Here's Kellen. Oh, Kellen. Say go. They play our rule spell. We go Paw Patch with a kicker. And try and do our thing. Kellen is not the sheriff in this current form. I'll be a sheriff somewhere else in some place. Got the shrine. Okay. Alright. I mean, look. You know, if we can force her out of super with our Paw Patch Recruit, that'd be great. Paw Patch is really good against these decks. Like I said, they can kill in response to the thing. Alright, never mind. If they had a kill spell, they could have killed this in response, but it's still good value for us, so. 6 cards in hand. We got a map and inspector. They're going to Tragic Trajectory. Alright. Bunny up! Over under on the number of Kellens in the Through the Omen Path version of Spider-Man. It's just Kellen everywhere. Just Kellen Spider-Man, Kellen's Green Goblin, Kellen's just everyone. That would be hilarious. Alright, so like I want to Inspector and just plot the Alchemist. Alright, so give me some damage. And then we're going to... Do I want a map also? I mean, our hand is actually 4 lands.
Somebody's playing a
So
prank on me.
we probably can't win, but we can try, I suppose. Alright, sweet. That's a good draw. So, alright, attack for 7. That is 1/3 of their life total. They have 2 Elspeth Smites?
Waka waka.
Alright, I wasn't bad. So we end up with a 3/4 Novice Inspector, sure. They play a land. Let me draw. Alright, so I don't know if I wanna. Alright, we're gonna draw. Let's draw a card, see what happens. Start there. Draw a card. Let me draw a land of elves. Alright, we're gonna attack for 3. We gotta decide our pacing here, like how deep you wanna go. They could play Elspeth next turn, which would be kinda bad for us. Definitely playing a kicked Recruit. The question is, are we also playing the Alchemist? Because if they play, like, just go land Elspeth, it's pretty bad for us. Their deck is literally all removal spells. Which is usually pretty bad and exploitable, but, like, particularly good against our deck. Mostly because you don't really prepare for this, because no one really plays decks like this. Here's an Overlord, sure. That's good. I mean, we draw Kellen. Okay. So we get to journey on and then map somewhere. Let's map onto the Alchemist. Their top card is. It's pretty good. Okay. Let's jam. Gotta block both rabbits. It's fine. Sure. We deal a good chunk here. They go to 10. I think I'm going to play the Kellen. No, I'm going to play the Llanowar. If they have a Wrath, we get to go Cosmic Grand Kellen, which is like a really good follow-up. So say go. Just going to say go. We got a pretty good board. We can pump the squad. Here's a Beza. Beza's but sure. The Overlord is coming, so you do need to be aware of that too. But here's a Zenith. We pump the squad. We can get it for 4. Alright, gonna make the trade. Now we can't beat a Wrath, probably, but... Listen, I mean, what are you gonna do? Jawkasaur! Resub.
Is there anybody in here?
Alright. Sure. No trample at the moment. We draw a district mascot. So we really gotta hit a card off this Kellen, I think, to have a chance to win this game. We probably need to just attack them and ignore Elspeth, which we can't kill it one shot, so... Alright, so we're just gonna attack them. Problem is they have Overlorded next turn. We draw a spell. It's pretty good. Mascot only kills artifacts, unfortunately, so... The problem is that, like, if they have a Wrath, we just can't not play into it. And that sucks, but... Draw. Whatever. Gonna add to the board. Alright, so go. 1 dog and 1 plant worm are not enough to beat Overlord and Elspeth post-Wrath, so they got it, they got it. So you're telling me there's a chance. Okay. Let's play some cards. Alright. Here's the board. Get lost on the Cosmic Grand. Sure. That gives us 2 maps. Okay. They have another removal spell. That's... There's Pop Atch Recruit. That'll stay there. Alright. 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 Combat? Alright. I mean, they already get an army of 2/1s, but... Let's get attack, I guess. Our attacks, like, still aren't great, actually. What if we were to just attack everything in Elspeth? Nah. I just attack them. This can't attack. So if I attack with everything, we get the Kellen trigger. Oh, I could have set up a dog. Yeah, I screwed up. God.
Oh, whoops.
I was so excited and surprised that this actually worked that I'm like not even in my element right now. I mean, it would have changed that much, but I'm just attacking them. Attack them. Kellen trigger. Get the recruit. The problem is there's no trample on my board. They make like infinite blockers next turn. But no.
fight.
Okay. Sure. Like, we, I mean, all our stuff's infinite sized, but like, yeah, Beza, like, this card's pretty hard to beat in general. The problem is they have to chump block everything, but they kind of just can, you know, like, let's draw. We draw Exercise. That does not target Planeswalkers. Removing Beza is like almost irrelevant, honestly. Alright, well, we have to assume if they had a Wrath, they would have cast it last turn. So, go to combat, I guess. Saddle up, partner. I don't know how we're even still in this game, but sure.
Good lord. Gigantism.
Every creature is lethal, so we draw Zenith, sure. Always a Wrath, you know, like, if they Wrath, we get the post-combat, or next turn we get the Zenith, hopefully draw a spell, but, alright, I'm just gonna say go. I guess a Lockdown doesn't get the Ouroboroid, but I mean Exercise too, but, alright, look, I'm just gonna, I don't know what's going on anymore, folks, they're just like, this has been a pretty ridiculous game. Final Showdown. Sure. 2 tokens. We draw. That's pretty shitty. We drew a land there. It's like literally any spell, you know. All right. Apparently this town ain't big enough. It's pretty hard to beat their board. With just Elspeth. Yeah, like this kind of blows. I think we're trying to do it. All right. I don't. Like, I'm amazed we're even in these games. Like, this is like, you could not drop a worse matchup. Like, it just actually just every removal spell ever printed. Can never beat another control deck. Can't beat a ramp deck. Probably can't beat Dimir either. But like, as far as like, you know, against our deck, like, yeah, like, you couldn't ask for a better matchup for them. All right. And we still almost won. Almost. 7? Yeah, alright. That's fine. We're just gonna tap out here. I mean, happens, you know? Hopefully next time we play a combo deck and queue into them with this deck, you know, so, as it is. Alright, let's battle. Tightest good game, my friend. Alright. No! Mulligan. Yeah, it's fine. We can do this. Alright, so hand is not great, but we can try to make this work. Definitely not great. Alright, so Prairie go. So we draw, sure. So kind of want to like hold stuff, honestly. Like, I don't want to just hold and go Recruit on 3 and then Zenith Inspector on 4. I'm just gonna say go. I'm just gonna chill. Alright, so Plains. Just gonna jam the old Recruit, try and draw a land here, if possible. Not sure what they're up to. Perilous Snare. Perilous indeed. Alright, so make a big rabbit. Don't draw a land. Do we just play Cosmogrand? Yeah, I guess we can just do. Alright, play this. Attack and say go. Hammer Souls and Avatar. More Overlords.
Spawn more Overlords.
Can we draw Still don't draw land. That's like fine though, because now we can go probably just Kellen second spell, pump the team. Trading Paw Patch for both tokens is probably okay. We could also Journey on Warden and then crack the map. Or in the other order. So let's do that. Let's go Warden. Let's Journey on. We get 2 maps, which is pretty gas. They have artifacts in play, so... And then we're going to pump the team, I think. So our Cosmic Band can attack. We actually can map onto the Recruit, and then we can attack if we hit a spell. If we hit a land's good too, so... Kind of like this, actually, so... Top card's Ouroboroid. Alright, we're going to keep... No, we're not trying to keep that, because we want to get lands, so... Yeah, we'll ship that. But now our attacks are good. Now we can actually attack. So, attack with these. We could also just eat 3 damage and tap. I think 3 damage is worth a pump on the Warden, so I'm going to attack like this. We want to find land 4, and getting flying is pretty cool too, so let's do this. Top card is Paw Patch Recruit. I don't think I want that. So, just take out. Perilous Snare, Overlord. Naming Avatar, Maze Punch. What's these mono white control decks, you know? Alright, so impending down, we draw another board. It's kind of a still. And we probably just double spell here. We're kind of scared of Wraths, but like, what are we gonna do, you know? Play Kellen. Play Inspector. Pump the team. You know, get some damage in now. Our follow-up's not bad. Tap 1, 2, 3. Top card. Starting town. Ship that. I mean, it's a pretty big attack. So let's attack. Wrath is not great. They go to 6. I mean, our hand is like... If they do cast the Wrath, our hand's like pretty reasonable. We have Map, Clue, and 2 big boomers. They kind of have to cast Wrath if they lose, so... What are you going to do, you know? Pull up our all-creature deck playing against mono Wrath decks. It's fine. It's cool. We're going to power through. You got to be able to beat bad matchups if you're going to be a, be a successful Magic player, so... Let's just see what we can do. There's Demolition Field. Desperation Maze Mind Tome with a mistap, so they can't play any of their Wraths. All right, more mono white control stuffy stuff. We're gonna be our Planeswalkers. They got some artifacts, bring the mascots, the Voice of Victories, the Exercise. We're going to cut these Get Losts. They have Perilous Snare. We have any interest in Doorkeeper Thrall? Like, kind of, not really. It's pretty small, you know? I think that was the exact same sideboarding as last game, honestly, so... That's fine. Let it ride. Alright. That's a pretty good hand. Keep this. Oh! They're blue-white control. Now we're getting the full picture here. So... I guess we're casting Llanowar. The thing is, Llanowar also can't... Yeah, whatever. Voice Victor's pretty sweet, too, but... Huh. Blue-white mana is not great either. Alright, and they're going to Iron Crack. So, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Are they like a... Are they like blue-white control? Are they blue-white artifacts? I guess we are interested in gold, so we gotta, like, you know... I suppose get out of gold. See what's going on here, but... Alright, we're going to just play Voice of Victory and attack for 2. Attack for 1. Next turn we can Cosmic Rand and Novice Inspector, but we'll see what they're, like... What they're up to. Here's Maze Mind Tome, sure. No land. Aww. Come on, opponent. what are we doing here? Alright, you're starting down. Let's just cast our Cosmogran and play Inspector and just... I think we just go big rather than make bodies. It's 3 power instead of 2. It's better against a lockdown. If they go like a land Day of Judgment, it's pretty bad for us, but, you know, I get that's just rats are just good against us, you know? Alright, so they're gonna end step Scry with their Maze Mind Tome. They bottom. We love a good bottom. If they don't cast Wrath, they're probably just going to die, so... And then Lockdown hits 3 of our things, but also Lockdown also hits their things too, right? They can't even play Lockdown in their deck. So, a lot of this, like, early format, you know, kind of thing is, like, trying to figure out what's in your opponent's decks. You know, just kind of, like, logically deducing the cards you can play and so on, so. Chad wants to know about, like, Dawn's Truth and, like, Save Your Team effects. Those cards are always very bad. There are many rats that exile. They're very conditional, very clunky. Alright. We're gonna keep this. It's a little weird, but... Spirebuff Canal, Storm Chaser's Talent. Come on down. Vivi. A little awkward here with no attacker. V. I can't play Inspector with land, but it's tap land. It's so annoying. Alright, sure. We draw another forest. Alright, we need to stop drawing lands, like, probably now. Here's Inspector, make a clue, say go. Not the best run out so far. Don't play Vivi. They didn't play Vivi, that's good for them. Okay. Good job. Sleight of hand. Okay, what's our best draw here? Probably not Basic Plains. Okay, not good. His hand's actually all lands. Fine, attack for 4 and say go. Best draw now is Cosmonaut, right? Just like, Cosmonaut, play the Alchemist, make some tokens. Planisphere, number 2. This card's good. It's a good card. Alright. If they have a spell versus goldfishing us, right? Like, still probably just super dead here, but...
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Alright. Crack a clue. How about one more land for Complaint Equity? No. Gotta draw spells. Super lame. Alright, so... Play the Verge. Play the Alchemist. We don't really have any good blocks, this Inspector, but... Get Lost is not very exciting here either. We're just way behind. Even just, like, talent back the Torch the Tower and kill my Alchemist is, like, probably game, yeah. So... Yeah, I mean, you know, definitely not the best draw of all time. So... We take 4. The problem is we just, like, don't have any good draws with 4 lands in our hand. Like, we kill this, don't die, and then we just, like, I don't know what we could draw next turn to actually come back this game. I mean, that card's cool and all, but I don't think it matters. We're just gonna concede. Yeah, we're just gonna next game. Pretty bad draw. Happens. Is what it is, you know? So, they're just, like, the prowess deck, not the Cauldron deck. Seam Rip seems pretty nice. Not big on Get Lost, but killing Vivi is kind of important. And then... It's hard to cut cards from this deck. Killing, Seam Rip. We do want to be aggressive. We just don't want that many Seam Rips, honestly. I think Zach's bad against the Unsummon, too. Maybe cut 1 board. It's pretty bad if they have, like, an Unsummon or something like that, so let's try this. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, big comeback here. Better draw. Or not. So far, Warden hasn't looked too good. Trying just wanted more cheap 1-drops and cheap spells with the Cosmogran, but God, his hands have been terrible. I'm gonna keep. We have Paw Patch on 3. Just beg to draw a card that costs 1 or 2 in our first 2 draw steps. Our first draw step, I mean. Yeah, I'm not sure if Warden has the critical mass necessary to be good in this deck. Unfortunately. They mulligan, which is kind of them. Spire Bloof Canal. You just torch me right now? Sure. That's a good exchange. I'm cool with that. And we draw another Paw Patch Recruit. So, the question now is, do I want to just play one of these as a 1-drop? I'm just going to hold them, I think. Honestly. I just go Paw Patch on 3, Paw Patch on 4. Blank all our spot removal spells. Hope they're on a Fire Magic. And I think we need that kind of gas to win this game, because we don't actually have any spells in our hand. So, they slide a hand. They play an Island Tower 1-1, right? Sorry. They slide a hand again. Sure. Whenever they cast a cantrip that's not triggering prowess, it's pretty good for us. So, alright. Paw Patch is in. So good. This card's so good. I love this card. Really, really good card. The old bunny rabbit. And his little friend. There's Vivi. We draw Get-Lost. That's pretty good. Alright. We are going to just kill Vivi. We're gonna journey on here too. Alright.
Get off my plane.
This is pretty good for us. We should have kicked Recruit into Kellen next turn. Their draw much worse list this game than last game. Here's a Planisphere. Here's a Wizard. Have a go with Vivi. They're gonna bin the Vivi. Interesting. And we draw Alchemist. This is great for us. So we're gonna offer Recruit for Hero, I think. I think it's fine for us. They'll probably take it, I would assume. Then we just go Kellen plus Paw Patch. Take a point. Play a land. Play a Kellen. Play a Paw Patch. We have Trample next turn. We have possible trigger of Kellen next turn. We got Recruits for days. Please don't Fire Magic me. I'm begging you. They say go. It's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. Stop. That's great for us. That's fantastic. We love to see that, folks.
I'm in control here.
Yeah. Fantastic. Pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. That is 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Let me draw a Warden. Yeah. Warden's not seemed, What's up, Agent Orange? I'm also sad they discontinued Sour. Send an angry letter, you know? Alright, say go. I mean... Doing fine here, that's for sure. So we cut the Innkeeper's talents in the first brew. Try and go lower to the ground. Warden has seemed pretty bad. Inspectors seemed also not super exciting. I feel like the talent didn't do enough. And the mites weren't great either, though. Not sure what the solution is, you know? Opponent's in a tank. They're going to abrade. We're just going to spread the love out here. How about the 2-1 Angel? It's not a terrible idea. The card's kind of cool. Trying to beat 3 Paw Patch Recruits with spot removal spells is not typically going to work out in your favor. So the Abrade's targeting this, and I can pump this And this. And this. Yeah. Not so good. Not so good for them. So, we go to game 3. And I don't think too much changes. Like, maybe on the draw I want that 4th get lost just in case they go off with Vivi. It's kind of funny. I almost want to cut a Warden or two. I'm pretty unimpressed with Warden. I'll cut 2 Wardens for a Zach. Put Zach back in. The old Zach attack. Alright. Game 3. We got a Rip. We got the Warden again. Warden can't even tap the Rip. Oh my god. Yeah, Warden. We'll go over at the end, but Kellen. Sure. We're gonna keep this. There we go, tap land. We draw Paw Patch Recruit. I do love kicking the Recruit. That's like pretty awesome. I think we're just gonna play Warden instead of go. Maybe we'll map for land number 3 next turn. Draw to resub, Burnt Rope resub. What's up, friends? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here's a Planisphere. I mean, token is a good Rip target. We draw Llanowar Elves. That's pretty good. Let's do that. So let's go Rip. Rip a token, play Llanowar Elves. Unfortunately, we can't tap the Rip to the Warden, which is kind of tilting, but portable hole, you know? Yeah, I don't think Warden's good enough. We'll discuss it at the end, though. So they have a Vivi here. It's pretty horrifying, but all my homies hate Vivi. All right. Well, now we're gonna recruit. I could actually Zenith and Kellen. I get 2 maps too. That's kind of gas. Actually, let's do that. Let's go Zenith, and then let's journey on and make the tokens. Man, Ward's insane in this deck. I can only tap. That sucks. Or actually, I thought I could do it twice. I can't. Actually, I can't do it twice with the. Just have the Ward itself. All right. I mean, sure. So they get 1 turn with Vivi. We have to just sit back and see how it goes. Here's the stock up. All right, we get to untap. I mean, you know, barring they gotta deal 4 damage to both my Warden or my guy. I think we're in like kind of pretty good shape here, honestly. Without the Cauldron shenanigans, like the more fair VV deck is certainly overcomable. Whereas the Cauldron deck, it's hard to overcome when they get going. Like they have the Cauldron deck can beat anything if they have a chance to do it, but they're also more fragile. All right, yeah, this is it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
No, don't do this. Enough is enough.
You're out of here, and then we're gonna. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Gay. Blouses.
All right, let's talk. All right, so we went 2-1 with the first version of the deck, and now 2-1 with our second version. You can see the first version was on the Freshly Brewed episode. You can go watch that. First version was playing Innkeeper's Talent and more like countery stuff. With this card being pretty awful. Talent's pretty good though. You know, the talent and the mice are pretty cool. But the version we were playing second time around, don't think the Warden plus Inspector package really worked. Just don't think there's enough stuff for it really, and we want to have more early drops, something like the Alchemist better, because you want to Alchemist with a body in play instead of for turn 3 Cosmogrand and Alchemist. Kellen's great. I think Kellen's awesome. I think Kellen's just a good card. It's also great with Cosmogrand. So maybe the Innkeeper's Talents are fine, and we want to move away from the Warden Inspector plan. I'm not sure, but there's definitely some cool things happening here. Whatever really drew Kutzel, this card, I think this card's excellent. We're only playing 2, but I don't know. There's definitely cool things happening here. Ouroboroid plus Cosmogrand's pretty sweet. Paw Batch Recruit, etc., etc. So more work to be done. Leave your thoughts in chat in the comments about what do you think this deck could possibly do. But this deck seems pretty sweet, honestly. We've enjoyed it both times, and we have more work to do, so we'll see. So, more to go on stream. You two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.